Yeah, no, of course. But like, I mean, should I be shady?
Hello, my loves. My name's Zach, and welcome back to another episode of Pop Up, the chat show where we talk to the eliminated queens of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 6. And joining me in the studio today, Dita, it's Dita Garbo!
Hello,
Woo!
hello, hello.
Wow, Dita, I cannot believe that just 2 days ago we were holding hands, dancing together at the Attitude Awards, and now we're here. How are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, a roller coaster, right?
Yeah.
Very
A lot of fun though.
unexpected. I mean, I really don't know why I'm here, but no, yeah, all good. Like, yeah, everything's. I saw it last night, so I've had time to process, and yeah,
Exactly. I mean, I guess you obviously filmed it so long ago. I mean, I was saying the same thing to Saki last year, and then you kind of do the year up until the show, you do the press, you get to watch the episode, live it with everyone at home and the user reactions online. How do you feel now that it's out there and now that you can finally talk about it and finally live your experience?
oh, like, yeah, incredible. Like, it's so tough to like. You just want to tell everyone, like, yeah, I'm on Drag Race, but you can't say anything, right? So,
Yeah,
yeah, it's just it's a relief, I guess, more than anything, just to be able to talk about it. And like you say, once it's out and and people start to see you and get to know you, like it's just been amazing.
amazing. I mean, obviously we saw last night in the episode the acting challenge. I must say, like, I know it wasn't intentional, but watching you pick up the phone and say, surely not. Oh, four times in a row made me cackle somewhat. So at least there's that.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I thought. Oh, boy.
Yeah. How was it like in that moment, like when you were on stage? I mean, I can't even imagine having to sit in front of Michelle Visage. Also, in a scene where you're solo, the rest of your group watching you and you're going first.
Just at a table, nothing around you apart from green screen.
Yeah, and a camera, and you're just like, it's complete silent, and you're being told to say this line over and over again. Like, I would have been absolutely shaking in my boots. What was that like?
Well, yeah, it was strange as well because the other group went before us, so we were waiting while they were filming. So we were just kind of like sat there, twiddling our thumbs, not being able to talk to each other about anything. And then so yeah, so it just felt like so much time had passed before, and then like all of a sudden you're there filming, and I was like, oh. I can't remember anything. Yeah, it is what it is, and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I was that bad.
I don't know. No, honestly, it wasn't like a complete tank flop of an acting challenge. Like, it was still fun. But one thing about this cast, and I've noticed this, is like everyone is so good. Everyone did amazing. I think the judges are already at that point where usually it would be like the semi-finals where they're like, okay, we're having to split hairs. They're having to split hairs
Yeah,
now
yeah.
because the the tier, everyone is just so high up and everyone is so professional and so good and so confident. Do you feel like watching back the episode now, you would be able to, if you were to walk on set tomorrow, do it differently or do it a different way than you had when you were filming?
Yeah, I mean, it was also the day and like what was actually happening for me personally and in my brain, which was getting in the way of allowing me to kind of be in the moment and just do it. So yeah, I mean, if I was doing it now, I'd be in a different headspace. But yeah,
Of
that's
course, and we obviously heard you speak about that on the show, and it is so heartbreaking and it's sad that it had to happen on that day. But it's really, really lovely to see that all the girls were there supporting you, And I don't blame you for getting upset or having that across your mind. That is a completely normal human response. It's just, again, as you said, what happened. But like you say, I don't think you completely flopped. I think it was still really fun.
no. And anyway, should we let's talk about the runway, shall we?
That brings me on to the houndstooth new romantic look, which the judges absolutely loved. Were you
Mhm.
happy with that, how that came together on screen?
Yes, like it's always weird because like you do something and you see it in the mirror when you're stood there, and you're just like, how is this gonna read on screen? But like I was super impressed. I mean, my face looked
It looked
fierce.
so good.
I was like, yeah, this knows what she's doing.
Yes, yeah. It looks so good. I love the look. I mean, all of the looks actually. I thought that was a really, really solid runway category for everyone. But I mean, I that was in one of my favorites. I was like, if there's any reason for Dita to not be in the bottom two, the look should have saved you.
Well, that was what I had going on in my head. I was like, I look good, so hopefully this look will save me.
Yeah. Still an iconic way to go out though. I know sometimes the queens wear an outfit that they're not as happy with, and then they have to do, I guess, the elimination. But you went out looking hot, looking really good.
Yeah, I mean that is the plus point, right? I looked good when I left. I didn't look like I was wearing a bin bag.
Yeah, exactly. And then we come back into the workroom, and after the critiques, and we know that Kyron didn't like the fact that you mentioned her makeup critique and Zahira about her trousers. Do you think, looking back, that could have just been like an unconscious, I guess, like defense mechanism? Because obviously tensions are so heated when you're in.
Yes and no, because like also all of the queens want to just big themselves up all the time, right? So if they do get a critique that's maybe slightly negative, they're not going to say that to everyone else. They're just going to keep bigging themselves up. And I'm like, actually, girl, let's be real. Like, you had a critique for your makeup, you had a critique for not wearing any trousers. Like, let's just be real.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's natural as well. But I mean, it happens every time you walk into the workroom. You talk about the critiques. That's the name of it. That's the nature of the game. That's what it's been like for over 15 seasons now, like in the US. So I think it was perfectly normal to kind of bring it up and to talk about it. But I can also see why they probably felt that it was personal. But I mean, I guess nobody wants to come back in and then have like talk about their negatives, because nobody wants to be in the bottom, essentially, I guess.
Yeah, no, of course. But like, I mean, should I be shady?
Shady, let it out. It's the time.
I mean, yeah, I thought Zahira should have maybe been in the bottom over me, just based on like not wearing anything on her bottom half. Like, at least I had a complete outfit, right? Which was made by us in house.
That's true.
So yeah,
I guess that's true. And also with Zahira's challenge, I mean, I guess she also got the critique of the acting challenge, and they didn't, I guess, necessarily love what she put on. So then does it then come down to the look itself on the runway? Who knows?
Well, that's what I was hoping for, but like,
Earlier in the episode, we saw that Marmalade was getting pretty upset with Chanel after Chanel accused her of not helping out during the sewing challenge in episode 2. Chanel later apologized. That's like already 2 confrontations happening by episode 3. Do you think that even by now the pressure is at like an all-time high, or do you think that there's room for it to get even more increasingly higher? What do you think's going on though in the competition?
Oh, like when you're in it and you're filming it, you're kind of in a pressure cooker, right? So all of those emotions are heightened, and and sometimes you do say something that you don't necessarily mean. It's just, or you say something that comes across wrong. But it was nice for me to sit back and enjoy their drama.
I know. Yeah, I mean, to get that to get that kind of drama in by episode 3, I was like, whoa, slow down. What is going on?
Well, we did say, at the beginning, when people were asking us, like, before any of the episodes started, we were, it's full of runway looks, it's full of drama, it's, it's also a sisterhood. So
yeah, and that is been proven to be correct. The runways so far have been top tier, and I mean, me personally, I watch a lot of Drag Race. I always found that some of the UK seasons maybe aren't as strong as like other seasons when it comes to runways. But this season, I mean, just your look alone, I'm like, yes, the girls are bringing it. Drama, I guess, is a plus, but
yeah, I'm just really gutted that I can't walk down the runway in any more of my gorgeous things. I mean, you can follow me and you'll see them all, but like, yeah, like actually having that moment where you can strut down the runway and be seen in what you've taken for that challenge is an incredible thing. So, and I was really happy with, and I am happy with everything like I took and I put forward. So yeah, keep watching.
Yeah, and you never know, this is RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean, we have queens come back 3, even 4 times. This is not the end
I mean, I might be 80 by that point.
And you'll still be getting cast onto the show.
But I'll still be the oldest, youngest looking drag queen.
Yeah. What were some of the looks, I guess, then that we didn't get to see? Obviously, I don't know if you can, spoil anything, but were there any specific looks that you had in your suitcase that you're like, damn, I wish I got to show that? And then will you then be doing that kind of representation on socials when the episode goes live, or?
Yeah, I mean, I can't give any spoilers away, so I can't say what runways. I mean, I'll just say our themes for the runway have been incredible. And yeah, I'm just excited. I've photographed all of my looks, so they're all ready to go, and I just can't wait to post them. And also, for the fans to kind of also see what they missed out seeing on the show. Yeah.
Great. Stay tuned.
Exactly.
In last night's episode as well, we saw you lip sync with your sister Kiki. Earlier on the episode, you guys had a really, really sweet little bonding moment over your non-binary journeys. Did it feel sad having to then lip sync against her, or were you ready to fight and give it your all?
Yes, it did feel sad because we literally had that conversation while we were getting ready runway. And yeah, it was a really nice moment, and I think that was the point actually that Kiki and I really connected. But also I wasn't thinking about that when I was on the runway and about to lip sync. I was just thinking, I just got to do what I've got to do and not worry about what Kiki's doing.
Yeah, true. And I think you guys put on a really show-stopping performance. I was fully sat. I don't think I blinked once watching that entire lip sync. It was so good. Are you happy with the show that you guys put on? Have you spoken about it since?
I mean, she likes to talk about it more than I do because she beat me. But no, from my point of view, my background is, I was a professional dancer, and I think, especially nowadays, I like to see lip syncs not necessarily all ratty-cat-cat-cat jump split. There's a time and a place for those things, and I do them too. I can still do a jump split or what I need to do, but sometimes for me it's more about interpreting the song, and I guess for me, that interpretation was what I was presenting in that moment. So, show different sides to people, right?
100%. And I think that you can see in your performance that you are a professional trained dancer. And I actually have this same ideology, I guess, in some of the other lip syncs for other seasons and other franchises. But I think you can tell when someone is a controlled performer, or when someone is, because when you're lip syncing, it's heightened. There's a lot of emotion there. I think sometimes queens in previous seasons I've seen have more thought than given a performance. And it's where that desperation comes in, which is why I feel whenever they do a lip sync for the crown, or a lip sync just to win the challenge, like in episode 1, that you don't have the pressure of being eliminated and going home. You can just put on a good show.
Yeah.
So you can always kind of see the difference there.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a completely different experience lip syncing for your life, because you're either going to stay or go than it is just to be oh, you got a badge or you didn't get a badge.
Yeah. And when you do put on your show-stopping performances, I mean, I could not do this interview and not mention Dita. Dita, I want it played at weddings. I want it played at funerals.
I want it played literally everywhere.
Everywhere.
I might give you a little sneaky thing, because there is a video which I'm going to release next week. So
there's a music video for Dita.
Yes, there is.
Yes. Where did you? Can we know any more? Where did you shoot it? When did this come about?
I shot it in the summer. And I shot it in a local theatre where I actually do shows and stuff. And I've got dancers in there. And I actually went back to my old college. Performers College. Yeah, and so I've used some of their third year students in my music video, because I was just I'm an ex-performer, as in Performers College. And I just thought, there's not many people from my year back then that are still working professionally. So, you know, let's bring it back and also show that, you know, you can have longevity doing what you do, even if it is sometimes dressed as a woman.
That is so exciting. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah.
Incredible. And I'm assuming you're going to be performing it for the foreseeable future at every single show.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to be sick to death of it, and I can't wait.
What about, I mean, Charlie XCX just dropped the Brat remix album today. Are you going to be doing any Dita remixes? Have you got like plans for a feature?
No,
what's the feature?
If you know the right people that, you know, you can hook me up with and they'll come and do a remix of Dita, then I'm all up for it.
I know that some like queens will always get like other queens in on a remix or a verse. Who would you pick to have like a sickening rap verse, for example, on that song?
Oh, I mean, rileasa can sing, right?
Yes.
So I think, and also rileasa and I gelled from the minute we walked in.
Really? Workroom. Oh, great.
Yeah, we're very similar personalities, I think, out of drag. We're not the loud ones. So we just had to look at each other across the room and know exactly what each other were thinking. So like, love her to death, and she's phenomenal.
I cannot wait for that remix. That sounds like a party. Okay, Dita, for our last 60 seconds of our interview, we're going to play a little game. It's a game called word association. So the rules are super simple. I say a word, and then you say the first word that pops into your head. Only rule
this could get messy.
Yeah, no, well, it does. The only rule is you cannot say the same word twice. So if you do, I'll just like clock you, and then you just say a different word. I'm going to start a time for 60 seconds, and we see how many you can get. We're going to compare your score to your fellow castmates, and whoever scores the highest wins a prize. Are you ready?
I am.
Saki just scored 15 points, so I guess she got 15 to beat, but that's quite high. So she really set the bar quite high. Again, these girls are top tier, so. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Go. Makeup.
Brushes.
Designer.
Outfits.
RuPaul.
Drag Race.
Busted.
Face.
Appendix.
Stomach.
Stimulation. Underwear.
Ripped.
Theft.
Cheeky.
Surgery.
Snatched.
Michelle.
Visage.
Delivery.
Deliveroo.
Beard.
Stubble.
Horror.
Scary.
Bumfuzzle.
Cute.
Bumfoddle.
Twiddle.
Whippersnapper.
Glory.
Constitution.
Constipation.
Oh, we're out of time. I'm not sure constipation made it in there, unfortunately. In the very
you can sneak it in for me.
I can see it.
I lit you the other day, remember that?
Oh, yeah, of course. Hey, constipation's going straight in there, don't worry. Oh. Wow. Okay. Dita Garbo, I'm very happy to tell you that you scored 15 was to beat. You have scored 16 points!
Yay! Sorry, Saki.
Yeah, sorry, Saki. Sorry, if you're watching this, apologies. Dita, thank you so much.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Hey, not everyone can win. And now you're in the lead, so we'll see what the other girls can get. This is.
I mean, I've got to win something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm winning at life, but hey ho.
When I did this for the UK versus the World season 2 girls, they like 15 was, I'm pretty sure, the highest. Hanaconda won. So you guys are quick to your feet. Dita, thank you so much for speaking with me. Please tell the world what you have coming up in your life and where they can find you.
Oh, where can you see me? Well, this Saturday, I'm going to be performing at Heaven in London. So
are you? Oh my gosh,
I am. And I'll be doing Dita, Dita. I also run my own shows. So I've got a local show back in my hometown of Folkestone in Kent at the end of November. Yeah, and just, I mean, follow me, keep your eye on my socials, because I'll always like throw into my stories or put like links in my link tree as to where you can get tickets where I'm going to be.
Dita, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe for weekly pop-up episodes with the Queens, and I shall see you next week. Bye.